I've been angry. I don't think it's mine. Oh no. Do you think it might be processing? I don't like it when you're angry. Okay, so you're gonna be my guinea pig, College House. So I'm gonna kind of explain step by step what we're gonna be doing. Moving my subconscious mind aside, welcoming yours over here, and we're locked on and connected. So how I connect to you is when you sign up, you're giving me permission. You're like, yes, connect to me, get rid of my stuff. And so I just take my subconscious mind. I'm like, girl, you just sit right over there. You sit there, look pretty, and I welcome yours over here. We're all connected. It's almost like I'm calling you and you're answering the phone and we're connected and we're having a conversation. Okay. Just like phones are connected to this energy called Wi-Fi, cell towers or whatnot. And that's how we can talk to each other. That's how you're looking at me and talking to me through your phone or on your computer through the Wi-Fi or the internet, whichever. So I won't be able to read your mind. So don't worry about that. You don't have to have a clear thought. You don't have to freeze. You can close your eyes, do whatever you want to just relax. There's nothing specific you need to do, except drink water. Okay, so we're going to be chopping down a tree. So I hope you guys are nice and stretched, warmed up, because this is going to be sassy. I can feel it already. So the topic is taking on other people's stuff as well as a highest priority. College House is super angry right now, and she doesn't think it's her. People's stuff. But we'll see. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. All right, so we're connected. So do you have a faulty core belief system contributing to taking on other people's stuff, as well as any highest priority? Like a little, give me that highest priority tree that has to do with taking on other people's stuff. So do you have something going on with that? Yes. Can you release it now? Yes. All right, what kind of tree we working with? We have a basic tree, and is this yours? Yes. Your trees are usually sassy, so I don't think it will disappoint today. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the branches of the tree. So the conscious mind, this is where we're at. We're at the branches, and this is also known as negative programs, okay? There's a handful of statements within this level. We have to gather them all before we can be granted get access to the subconscious mind. Okay, so show me those negative programs. We have survival, which is the root chakra, victim, I am always judged for everything I do. Now, I'm going to spin this a little bit because maybe it's not other people that are judging you. Maybe it's you judging you, which we always do. We're all guilty of this. So again, it can be interpreted in a different way. I don't think there is a statement that says I judge myself. I don't think there is. So maybe your subconscious mind's like, yeah, we're gonna pick this. Now, I'm not saying that you do judge yourself. I'm just giving you an example. All right, is there another negative program? Yes. Love. Family. I am treated like the scapegoat in my family. Is there another negative program? Yes. Survival. Sabotage. Oop, oop. I have to lie when I'm in trouble. Now, another way to look at this is if you know you did something wrong, you're not going to let people know. So it's not so much you lie, you just no one asked you, so you're just not going to give that information, You're not going to do it. Is there another negative program? Yes. Yep. Survival. Sabotage. I regret everything. The statements like this always reminds me, I can always picture people like, you're so overwhelmed, you're so angry, you're just fed up, you're just like, everything is ruined, I'm done, I hate everything, I'm done. Is there another negative program? No. Is there a limiting belief? Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, we gathered all the quest items from the conscious mind, and now we've been granted access to the subconscious mind, the trunk of the tree. So let's go ahead and do this. Survival, safety. I don't have the courage to take risks. So this is one that people get, this is the ones where people yell at me, or not yell at me, they get a little, not aggressive. They get offended by this one because they're like, I take risks? What do you mean? I'm a risk taker. I'm like, okay, hold on. Hold on, let's discuss this a little bit. So taking risks doesn't necessarily mean like you're fighting a bear, you're jumping out of a plane. It could be saying no to someone. It could be sharing your opinion. It could be showing your authentic self. It can also be that you want to do something different. You want to try something new, take a bold step. But instead of just like thinking it in your mind and doing it, you may be like, take a moment and think about it for a second and weigh the pros and cons, and then you will do it. Okay. So there's a lot of interpretations to this. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Love, feelings. I don't feel wanted. Is there another limiting belief? Yes. Maybe. There it goes. Survival, sabotage. There is always a problem. Always a problem. No matter what I do, there's a problem. Whether it's my fault, someone else's fault, both of our faults, it's always a problem. Is there another limiting belief? No. Faulty core belief? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the unconscious mind, the root of the tree. One statement that started it all. We've made it. This is the boss, the final boss. So survival, victim. I hate myself. Now, if hate is a strong word, it can be, I dislike myself. I'm unhappy with myself. I'm really not happy. I'm angry at myself. Is there another faulty core belief? No. Faulty core identity? Yes. We are still in the unconscious mind, but this is considered the soil. This is usually absorbed the first 7 years of your life. You can't absorb it afterwards, but 9 times out of 10, first 7 years of your life. Just because our subconscious mind's wide open, soaking everything up. Everything we see, hear, and experience, we're immediately forming a conclusion and saying this is how the world works. So that's why it could be something so silly, something you see on TV, something you see other people do. If you're walking around in public and you see like strangers doing weird things, you'd be like, yeah, that's how the world works, you know? So let's go ahead and find out. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a traumatic event. It can, or it could be an emotional event, but usually for 7 years. So what is this? Survival, safety. I fear being alone. This can be physically, emotionally, mentally, or all of the above. Something about being alone. And maybe it's just like a specific time of year, specific time of day. Maybe you like the alone time during the day, but at night you're like, no, no, it's scary at night. Hey, Mystic, how are ya? Maybe it's just during the time of the year you feel the most loneliest, like the holidays. A lot of people feel lonely during the holidays. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me, Mystic. And it's dark here. If you're in the northern hemisphere, it's dark here. It's darker, longer. So it does feel a little lonely. Not a lot of people are interacting with one another. So is there another faulty core identity? No. So we've identified your sassy tree. Let's just go over it really quick. So somehow, some way you formed a conclusion about the world that I am afraid, I fear being alone. This is normal, especially being a child. And then you had an emotional experience afterwards, and it's, I hate myself. And then your tree was born. So after that, in the trunk of the tree, and the trunk of the tree and the branches of the tree, these are random. They're like mix and match. Maybe some of it's from childhood, a little bit from teenage years, maybe some early adult, or maybe they're all from childhood or all from adulthood. You just didn't have an experience that your subconscious mind was just like, oh, I have a good place for this until like adulthood. But regardless, so there is always a problem. I don't feel wanted. I don't have the courage to take risks. I regret everything. I have to lie when I'm in trouble. I'm treated like the scapegoat in the family. I'm always judged for everything I do. Now we kind of go over the tree a little bit. It's almost like you're afraid to say something. This is just my interpretation of your tree. I could be wrong. That you're afraid to say something because if you do, people will get mad at you and you'll be alone. Maybe not full blown alone, but like kind of like the scapegoat or not part of the pack type of thing. So there's a lot of maybe some people pleasing, kind of going along with others so you can survive. Just my observation. Okay, so we've identified this sassy tree. And so now we're going to find out what is fueling this tree and what is this tree creating for you. So we're going to start with the common trapped emotions. And I think, no, I'm good. Okay. I was going to move my chair, but I was like, no, I'm fine. All right, so we're going to start with the common trapped emotions. Once I identify them, I'm going to release them right away. So go ahead and set your intentions if you resonate. It makes a lot of sense. Okay. All right. So are there any common trapped emotions associated with this belief system? Yes. Unsupported. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release unsupported. Did you release unsupported? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Overwhelmed. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release overwhelm. Did you release overwhelm? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? Yes. Anxiety. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release anxiety. Did you release anxiety? Yes. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So now we're just going to go straight into that body code. Are there any blocks or imbalances? Yes. Toxins, excess, stress hormone. Don't need to say any more. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release a stress hormone. Did you release a stress hormone? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, emotional, trapped emotion, absorbed trapped emotion. So an absorbed trapped emotion is just you got it from another person, whether you were empathizing with them, you didn't want them to feel that, or your emotion was thick, was intense, and you're just like, and it just kind of stuck on you like gum. All right, so we have absorbed. What is this? Anger. You were right. That anger was not yours. So do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the absorbed anger. Did you release absorbed anger? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Energy, mental, and a memory field. So a memory field is just a memory that holds up space in your mind. It may be an embarrassing event. It may be, those are the ones that pop in your head often, at least for me, like random stuff from like childhood. I'm like, why am I thinking about this? Like nobody remembers this. Why am I remembering this? Past rejections, things you did, didn't do, and so forth. It can show up randomly. It can show up when you're trying to change yourself and the mind's like, excuse me, what are you doing? Here's a memory to prove you wrong. And you're just like, well, that's not very nice. So there's a lot of ways this can show up in your mind, but it does hold up space in the third eye chakra, and it's like a dark cloud over your head. So do you need to know more? Ding, ding, ding. Do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to release the memory field. You were right, College House. You were right. Did you release a memory field? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Toxin, drug, pharmaceutical, and over-the-counter medicine toxin. This is anything where you can go to the store and pick it up. Pain medicine, allergy medication, cold medicine, anything. And it can even be like herbs and stuff as well. Anything, and you took it and your body's just like, well, I don't really like that so much. That kind of doesn't feel right. And it just kind of stayed in your body. So do you need to know more? No? Hey, Angela. I set the intention to release the over-the-counter medicine toxin. Did you release the over-the-counter medicine toxin? Yes. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Circuit or system, organ. And your liver's unhappy. Okay, so maybe it's not so much other people after all. Why am I laughing? Because the liver, ladies and gentlemen, the liver is a sassy little thing. This liver works so hard. It detoxes our body. It makes sure we're squeaky clean. But when it is unhappy, due to us not taking care of it or generating the emotions, having it work too much, it will generate the following symptoms. So you can have discomfort in the shoulder blades and the right shoulder, but it also generates the following emotions of anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment, depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, and taken for granted. 50 Shades of Anger. So, College House, I'm sure you were feeling a little anger, some hatred, and some frustration, huh? So at one point you could have been creating these emotions and you tapped out your liver and your liver's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't operate 100%. And then it kind of is like a toddler and it starts crying and it's generating more of these emotions, and it will create those symptoms as well. Now, since this is within your tree, the tree could have made it unhappy. So it's not entirely your fault. So do you need to know more? No. I set the intention to reset and balance the liver. Did you reset and balance the liver? Yes. Is there another imbalance? No. Ladies and gentlemen, we have identified the fuel source. So you know what that means. This tree has got to go. This is a participation chopping. So you can use your bare hands, a machete, and an axe, whatever you need. But let's go ahead and chop this tree. I set the intention to release the negative programs. I'm always judged for everything I do. I'm treated like the scapegoat in my family. I have to lie when I'm in trouble. I regret everything. Release the limiting beliefs. I don't have the courage to take risks. I don't feel wanted. There is always a problem. Release a faulty core belief. I hate myself. Release a faulty core identity. I fear being alone. Hello, welcome. Or a knife, yeah, a sword. Did you release this belief system? Yes. Now, there's a hole in your subconscious because we just plucked that tree right out of there, and now there's a space there. So we're going to ask your subconscious mind, like, what do you want us to do with this? Do you want to put something in there? Do you want to cover it up? What do you want us to do? So with the subconscious gap, do you need positive statements? No. Can you defrag? Yes. Cover it up and act like it didn't exist. Yes, please. So I set the intention to release the subconscious gap and defrag. Did you release the subconscious gap and defrag? Yes. So do you have a faulty core belief system contributing to taking on other people's stuff and some highest priority? No. And we're disconnected. How you feel, College House?